life and everything you do. Now, what is knowledge? Knowledge is the basic fundamental thing that humans need in their everyday life. It is what drives motivation. It is what drives people's success. Now, is that in case for all success? No. But success is built upon knowledge and knowledgeable endorsements. I know if you and many others like me watch Andrew Huberman. He is a anthropologist and scientist at Stanford University. He studies many things that contribute to human society and better living. Now, he's a very knowledgeable person, and I believe if you research and you really put in the time and effort, the people will automatically gravitate towards you as a person because you are knowledgeable and smart. And the smart people in life, I would say personally, are more successful. They're more looked up to. They create decisions, they create life, they create buildings. I mean, the first thing you would say, the first people to create cars, society, money, banking, they all created that because they were smart people. They were knowledgeable. They gained that knowledge that allowed them to make those certain things. Now, am I saying that people who don't make those things aren't knowledgeable? No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying that knowledge, wisdom are really powerful, but it depends on what you use it for. I mean, we don't really want to preach to people about knowledge because it can get overwhelming at times. But knowledge is fun. It's fun to men. It's fun to people of all ages. People want to know knowledge. If people don't have news, then they're gonna go crazy. I mean, most people do go crazy. If they don't know what's going on in the world, then they feel lost. They feel helpless. For some people, that could be different, but I know sometimes for me, I like to get a little bit of news in my system. I like to jog my memory. I like to know what's going on in the world because in everyday living, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening in the satellite or what's happening way above the earth, above our heads. If there's an asteroid coming down on Earth, is there an asteroid coming down on Earth? Maybe. But if I didn't know that, and if I didn't gain that knowledge, then how would I know that? How would I know that knowledge? And you need to gain that knowledge, and then you can further teach that knowledge. Going over to my bookshelf here, and I'm going to grab Animal Farm. Where is it? Where's Animal Farm? There it is. I found it. Now, Animal Farm. It's a very, very popular book. I'm reading it in school, actually. Yes, I am in school still, and I have a YouTube channel, but that's besides the point. George Orwell, Animal Farm. I've read this before. It took me a while to read it, but I believe it gets its point across. Especially with the characters. Characters like Snowball. Napoleon. all those pigs, the pigs were depicted as the smartest animals in the whole farm. And if you haven't read Animal Farm, I'm just going to give you a brief description. I don't want to spoil it or anything. But it's basically animals who rise up against their providers or farmers. And in this case, George Orwell, or the person who wrote this